Hi guys, it's Rachel here and we are going to work on Roxy's Journal of Stitchery. Now probably you will have seen Sarah's video already, but as you know, today is an extra Wednesday in the month and we decided not to do a new prompt today because otherwise it's going to become confusing. We just want to do the first Wednesday and the third Wednesday of the month with the new prompts. Otherwise, it was going to become very messy and nobody would know when they were coming out. We'd lose track. And if we were doing random Wednesdays, if you know what I mean. So for this video, we're both going to be doing something different. I'm going to work on this page, which is my title page. I still haven't finished my houses, so I guess it's lucky for me that I've got an extra week. And yeah, I was feeling a bit off on the weekend, so I was a bit slow and not getting much done. But I thought you might like to see how I'm going to do this because it's a bit different to my usual. And yeah, we'll just get cracking. So all I did here with this, I'm going to do some stitching around that. That's just very lightly stitched on. Just use my usual. I think I'm just going to do a little overcast stitch in, I think in red or a green or something around that. No, probably a green. But I want to work on the flowers around here. So I thought I'd use this wonderful textural sort of thread that I got from my wholesaler, and you can't stitch this. So I know it's a bit of a waste, but I'm going to cut it. I need them all to be the same length. There's some shorter ones in there. I can keep that and do something with it. But I'm going to stitch this. I'm going to couch it on. So I think I'll just keep cutting them out. And it's got a bit of tinsel in there and just some lovely texture. And that is going to be the petals of my leaf. So, of my flowers. So I'm going to just, I think I'll just use, or will I use, no, I might use a floss. I've changed my mind. I'll leave that there. Let's see what flossies I have. And I pulled out these lovely things too. I'm going to do leaves in these Sanderson fabrics and that, and berries with that, even though it's a pinky sort of raspberry sort of colour. In the spirit of not doing fully 100% Christmas colours, I think I'll use this. And I might even use, will I use 2 strands or 1? If I can open it. Hello? Okay, yes, 2. So I'll use 2 strands of pale pink embroidery floss, DMC. And we'll start with the one at the top. And so I need to hold this together. And so it's not going through the fabric, so I'm just going to twirl it around there. And I'm going to hold it in right into the center there, and I'll just couch it like I couched my letters. I'm couching on the petals. But here, oh, did I zoom you in? I might zoom you in a bit further. Okay, just tap it to make sure it's focused, and I'm just going to do several stitches there and pull it tight to make sure it stays. And I'm not going to do my stitches too close together, so I don't want to sort of lose some of the texture of the wonderful trim. See how we go. See if it turns out how it should, how I'm imagining it will turn out. Maybe not tight little stitches. Oh, excuse me. Can be, till you get going, it's a little bit, can be a little bit fiddly. Whoops, and I've already gone off my drawing, but I can just pull that up there. Okay, so that's done. And I'll just anchor that down with another stitch, and then I'm going to fold it back up and come around to the next one. So it's not hard. It's not quite as loose as I would like it. I've gone a little bit sort of tight. Maybe bigger couching stitches, so I don't squish together my strands here. Just a minute. Okay, I might get a new piece of, I've missed that bit there. Yeah, I think I'm going to like this. There's going to be more details in the flower, don't worry. This is just the start of it. I'm actually pleased that there's an extra week. There might be another. Oh, I threw that down on the wrong spot. I'm actually pleased there's another Wednesday, because it gives me the opportunity to work on this, because I just kept ignoring it because I haven't had time, and so it makes me sit down and do it. So I'm sure if you wanted to have something textural like that, I'm sure you could find something where you are that will give you a similar look. As this is what, you know, you can just use anything in your sewing these days. You know, if it doesn't go through the fabric, you couch it. Anchor that down. So I may pause my video. It's a bit of a long process getting these stitching videos done, because there's quite a bit of pausing and then coming back. But you don't want to see me do all the flowers. Or maybe you do, I don't know. It would be good if I had a good story to tell you, but I don't. I don't want it to be too, you know, too neat. I'm trying not to be too, I just want to make sure I catch all my threads. Now, lots of people, some people who maybe haven't really watched, maybe they didn't see the first volume, and they're joining in on the second volume, and they quite often, I don't know whether the questions in the Facebook group really that I've seen, are you stitching on a base? Well, I use a base, yes and no. Sometimes I don't, sometimes I do. This one, I'll show you in a sec when I've stitched this down. Okay, now I need to trim this off, because it's only going to be 3 petals. Put that over there. I'll do that for my next one. And I'm just going to, there's going to be, you know, French knots and things. And I'm going to maybe do a little bit of stitching inside. I'm not sure. Yeah, am I stitching on a base? Well, whether or not you're going to have a base, so I do have the base fabrics, as you know. I've showed you those before, and we've all got them. That's about our page size. Now, when I don't use a base. Where's my book? Yeah. Okay, so this one, I didn't use a base, because I'm just stitching on a fairly nice piece of fabric, and I don't need a base. This is a flimsy piece of linen, old linen. It was very flimsy, and you can see it wiggles about. So I did stitch it onto a base it's a thin base, just to give it a bit more strength to it. If I'm piecing all different fabrics together, I do it onto a base. Sometimes I don't, but for this project I am. This linen, it's a nice piece of linen. It was a little bit wiggly linen, but it's okay. I stitched straight onto the linen and no base. So I hope that answers that question. This one I did have a base because I pieced all different fabrics together. So that's just to address that question that seems to pop up fairly often. So I think I'll pause the video. I'm going to do the same thing, but this time there's going to be 5 on these ones. So I'll do those and then we'll come back and work on it some more. I'm back. I decided to use this tapestry wool and just put some detail in the centers, and it's really just 2 or 3 stitches depending on how wide my petal is. So I just do one big long one in the center and then a shorter one on either side in this one because it's quite a wide petal. And I just liked that thickness and the texture with the nice textural outline of the petal. So I've been running outside. They're finishing the exterior of the building, and they couldn't get in the gates, the big gates, with their machinery. I wonder if they're going to start making noise. Anyway, so that's that. I just wanted to show you that quickly. Oh, I think my thing fell on the floor, so I'll just put that there. I chose these yellows here so I'll start off with this one. This is just I think this is a number 5 Perlé cotton, DMC it'll be. And I'm going to do some French knots in the centers of the flowers. I won't show you all of them, I'll do one. Finish the rest. And then I'll have a photograph of this finished, I think, on Instagram. I still haven't put my tree up. I'll do that later today. And I'm going to wrap it a few times because I want them to be quite big and chunky, and I'm not going to pull it too tight. Once you get, I mean, I used to struggle with French knots, but once you get them going, they're very versatile. Not versatile, but great resource to have. And they do become very easy once you master it. And look, mine aren't perfect, but I want that. I want them to be a little bit lumpy. I'll do 4 of this colour. I'll leave this threaded because I need to go and do the other ones. Oh, I don't think I asked how everybody is today. I hope everyone's well. We're supposed to have storms this afternoon. It's still sunny this morning. So, I'm looking forward to... Oh, I dropped it in my coffee. I've got a nice mini cappuccino here today. This is lovely. I don't know where this came from. I reckon this is a sewing basket thread, or otherwise my mum has given it to me. I think it's a sewing basket thread. It's lovely. It's the most gorgeous colour. I love it. I wonder if I can thread it. It's not one that you... Oh, it has a knot. Oh, okay. Well, we can't have a knot. That's not going to work, is it? I think I can undo the knot. This doesn't look too tight. Right. I'm going to do some more knots in here. I'll do 3. This is probably as thick, if not, no, not quite as thick as the, or maybe similar. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. Oh, I made a bit of a mess there, but it doesn't matter. I'll do 3 of these. 3, you know, 3 French knots. Oh, it's starting to get very thick. I need some pliers. I think I found some, just a sec. I may have to search, where did I put them? Not in there, maybe in the bottom? No, I got, oh, where are they? I've got wire cutters, but no pliers. Now the pliers, oh, I know. I might have put them in my stitching box. Or did I put them over here? I put them here, clever chook. I put them in my fabric scissor. I think, oh, see, that makes life so much easier. There we go. That's 2. You can hardly see them. Yeah, a nice set of little jewellery wire sort of pliers. Jewellery making pliers is a good idea. And then we're going to have this sort of brighter mustardy colour. Go through another time. So I just leave my little tails a bit longer so there's less chance of it coming out. Now this, I don't know what this was. My sister grabbed them as well, I think. There's 3 strands, I think. Oh, no, 2 strands. I'll take it. I really need to use my threader. I know I'm off camera for that. Just see if I can. Oh, the silly thing broke. That was a silly needle anyway. Okay. Next, grab this one. Let's try this one. See these straight eyes? They're no good. I like the ones that are a little bit fatter. See if I can grab it. Yes, got it. And I'm just going to put some of this. It would just lift it a little bit, I think. I'll just do 2 wraps and just have them sitting on top. But I'd like to expand out. Oh, you can hardly see it. I'd like to expand out a little bit further. I've kept them all a bit tight in there. Yes, maybe 3 wraps is better. I'm very late with my video today because I'm Little Miss disorganized and hadn't done any stitching. You can see, yes. Okay, I think that'll do. I can always come back and add more if I want to. Because I wanted to continue on a little bit to show you how I'm going to proceed with this page. Right. So, I also wanted to cut out some random shaped leaves. And I thought I'd use these rather than just using felt all the time. I thought I'd cut some shapes out of this. So let's see. So I start off with a rectangle. I'll put that one here. And then I'm going to grab another colour. We have to do a smaller leaf there. See how it's just going to make it, it's going to make quite a difference having some leaves. It doesn't go through. Some pins are blunt. Look at that one just went through like a dream. A dream it was. Those ones are silly. What about this other colour? I love these fabrics. I know there's lots of colour on there, but that's kind of what I want. I don't want that chunky bit. We'll just trim that off. I want 3. I might cut one smaller there, and then I can have some leaves shooting up over here as well. Let's grab a bit with a bit of green. Oh, I need my other fabric as well. So just figuring it out as I go. I want this one as well. You can see I didn't have like a huge variety of green fabrics in my bundle, and no Christmas fabrics. Hi Lily, have you finished already?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm gonna do some fussy cutting.
Oh, thank you, Lily. She's fussy cutting for us, ladies.
I like fussy cutting. It's relaxing.
Oh, but you watch something while you do it, so
Yeah.
it's not quite so boring.
No, yeah, I watch something while I do it.
And we'll do another one. So I cut a little rectangle shape and then just swerve around and curve it to get my little leafy shape. And do I want one up there, or did I wanted one in there, but I want that colour in there, I think. So I'll put this one maybe here, or I could have one up there. No, I'm not going to have one up there. I'm going to have this down here. I liked it down there. Just pull my little tassels down. I think I might have it there. I'm going to use some sort of variegated green thread to cut. I might go with this paler one. That's a bit small, that one. So I could put that one up there, but no, I'm going to have some down there and some coming down here. Unless I want to put that. No. I might have that one coming over here. I'm going to cut another one. One more of this one. I don't know. I just love this green. It's a, oh no, that green's a bit greenier. It's a bit of an acidy sort of green. Oh, and I've done it big. I want a big one over there. Just trim that hemmed bit off. I'm going to have that one coming down here. Do I want a third one there? No, I'm going to have that there maybe. And I was going to go with this colour. Let's grab some with, I don't want it too big. These scissors need a bit of a sharpen. I don't care if my leaves aren't perfect. I know it's the same as that one. I needed it there. That's what I wanted. Let's see. I keep forgetting, don't I? Okay, and not sure. I could have maybe one further along and put some berries. I'm liking how it's turning out. Sometimes I don't have faith in what I'm doing. You kind of need to have a bit of faith. That's too big. have one here. I need something up there as well. Oh, I didn't do the one there. I needed this one. Let's get a bit of that pink. You can certainly see why you don't need big pieces of fabric when you're doing this sort of thing, do you? You just need little pieces. Put the pink that way. Just adjust it so it will fit. Might even have it over there, and I'll put a few little berries in there. And then I'll decide if I want anything further shooting across there. I don't like having 4. I may do another one. I think I will cut another one. I'm going to cut, I'm in the green, I'm in the pinky green section here. So I'm going to cut another leaf here. Just chuck all the fabrics over there. Cut the stitched bit off. And I can change my mind. I may not stitch them all on right away. I might only do the ones I'm sure. But I might have like one there, or shooting up there. Sort of like that. Filling that space up there. Could decide to add another leaf, I don't know. And then I'm going to have berries joining it all. Oh yes, I'm happy with this. So to do my berries, I've got this piece of, I'm going to cut a strip. Now cut little squares. It takes a minute to prepare it all. I just want to show you. I'm not going to change the colour of my berries. Sometimes I do like maybe get 3 different reds or pinky reds or whatever. You just cut your little square and then just pull it around in a circular shape, and you get a circle-ish. And then I'm going to start putting berries everywhere. And I think the centres of my berries will be with one of the yellows rather than a red. Oh, I'm having so much fun. It's coming together the way I hoped. Put that there. Yeah. So let's stitch on a leaf. I'll stitch on a leaf. Let me go to, where are they? Do I have, oh, I've got those. I've got to put those back. I want my variegated green pearl cotton, I think. Pearl. I'm thinking this one. Or even maybe this one. Maybe both. We'll do a bit of both. Just a thing. And I'm going to do, let's use this one first. I'm going to stitch them on in a very random fashion. I'm just looking for a nice needle. That's more like a needle I use when I'm putting beads on. I'll just use this one. You'd think it has a big eye, but it doesn't seem to be wanting to. Oh gosh, you couldn't even see. Just a sec. Let me zoom out. I just realised. There you go. That's what it's looking at, guys. Sorry about that. You'll be like, I can't see. Well, there it is. Sorry, I'm lucky I realised. So that's what it's looking like. And I'm going to start stitching up here. So let me pull it down, and I'm going to zoom you back in if I can. There we go. Tap it. Okay, I'm going to start on this one that's underneath. And on this one, I'm just going to do really big dog's teeth overcast stitch. And I don't want them to be too regular. I want to create, my thought is, a bit of texture. Have them shooting at different angles. I'm waiting for my variation to come in, but I might get the whole leaf done with the brown. It's okay. We're just creating texture. We're doing very quick, whizzy stitch. It's meant to be fun. One pin has gone. I love taking out the pins. This one I'll do a bit more like that. You got to remind yourself to not be, you know, do everything in the same direction. That needs to pop under there. Okay, and this is the time when you might have a few needles threaded up. If you're using a few different colors, you might thread up a few different needles. I could put, because it's variegated, so it changes color, I could probably just use one thread. However, here I am doing multiple. Okay, so here with this one I'm going to do a nice big stitch over the point just to hold it down. I haven't stitched my leaves on, so, and I'm going to do, I think I'll do fly stitch. If it's not sitting the way you want, just adjust it. So I'm just going to mix up the stitching a bit. It's probably hard for you to see because it's, you know, green on green. And of course this flower doesn't have its center in it yet, but that's good because I want it to go over my leaf. So you need to think about that. If you want something to go over your leaf, then the leaves need to go on first. And I probably should have put the leaves on first, really. But kind of sometimes my composition sort of is created as I go. So then I don't want to maybe do something that should be done first because I want to see how it's going to look. Where I consider the flowers to be one of the main features is done. So basically you come up on one side, come over to the other side, and then anchor it down like a Y. And thank you who told me fly Y, so it's fly stitch. There we go. And there you've got your fly stitch, and it's holding on my leaf. So that's how I'm going to proceed with all the leaves. Just switching up my stitches a little bit. I could possibly decide to do some running stitch as well. I'm going to have a sip of coffee. I'm going to add my berries. I don't know where I want to put them yet. I want to stitch on I'm definitely going to have a grouping of berries here, but I need to stitch on my leaves first. They're just going to have one French knot, and I'm going to do it with this one or this one. This one. I'm going to do my French knots with this one in the center to hold the berries down. I thought I might do a little bit of mark making with the stitches as well. So I think I'll finish this off. Oh, and then there's going to be little sprigs coming out as well here and there. It's quite a lot to do. So I'm going to go on. I'm going to pause the video. I'll actually, I don't know if I'll come back or not. Let me just zoom out so you can get an overview. I don't know if I'm going to come back or not. I may come back quickly because I need to upload the video, otherwise it won't be done on time. But I will, I need to continue on, and maybe I'll come back and show you putting on some berries, and then that'll be it. I'll see you soon. Okay, so I'm back. I just wanted to show you, I have stitched down, I've got four more leaves to stitch on, but I did stitch down these ones, and I did the knots in the center there, and I'm just, I've added the berries. It's just with one, let me tap it, it's out of focus, just with one French knot in the center, as I said I would. And then I wanted to do a couple of sprigs here and there, and I'm going to do feather stitch. So feather stitch is slightly different to fly stitch in the sense that you come over, do one tail, you come over, and then, oh, I can't remember how you do it now. You sort of anchor it. You sort of wiggle all over the place. Let me just do one. So one here. Oh, I've started incorrectly. That's what I've done. Let's just start again. Sorry, guys. Haven't done it for a while. Okay. So they're wonky Y's. They're not like, these are Y's like that. These are wonky Y's. So I'm going to, I think I'll come over here. That's how I'm going to do it. And then I'm going to go there. That's how you do it. Start off on the side and then go to the center. Like so. And then, see, it's wonky. And then my next Y is going to be over here. And then I'll come in and anchor it there. See that? And you just go down alternating sides. And I don't want them to all be even. Almost looks a little bit like coral. And I'll just have, actually I want one more over here. Did I zoom you in? I did. Oh, kind of. Let's zoom you in a bit closer. Catch it down there. And then just put my little stitch in there. Okay. Yes. I'm going to have a little one coming down here. I might draw the line just so I can follow it. Not too long. Starting off to the side from, this is my center line that I'm following along. So starting off to the side. Lulu has reverted back to her childhood. She's been watching the Barbie movies. And I must say, they're very good movies. I used to watch them with her when she was little. Barbie Charm School and all of those. She's been on a Barbie movie watching fest because she's watched all the things that she wanted to watch on Prime and Netflix. So she's watching those, and I think she's thoroughly enjoying them. Okay. So that's there. I'm going to put more down in the other section. I did mention I might do a little bit of mark making with thread. So do I have here, I'm wondering, I was thinking I might like to, I don't know whether I want to use, I'm thinking like these sorts of colours, maybe a little bit here and there. Yeah, maybe this, maybe not too thick. I've got a little bit here. Rather than doing cantha stitching, I'm just going to do little random stitches like as if I had a I could even do it with a Posca pen if I wanted to. Just little stitches like this I'm going to go round. I might change my colour, or I might just do it in the one colour. And this is where the, you know, the journal of stitchery comes into it, that it's a bit like a junk journal, but using fabric and thread, which is why we had loved the idea of putting it in the hardcover book. And I've mentioned it before multiple times. The idea was Mum's, actually. In 2016, she asked me when I was coming out for my brother's wedding, my younger brother's wedding at Christmas. She was like, could you put some fabric pages into one of your lovely hardcover books? And so, as I mentioned, I had put one together for myself and Mum. I didn't do one for Sarah. I didn't think she'd be so interested. Or I thought she could do it herself. Mum's not so confident. See, look at that. That's what I'm going to do here and there. Maybe a little bit up there, down here. Yep, a little bit of mark making here and there. And yeah, so then we had the idea, Sarah's like, we had the idea of putting it into doing a journal of stitchery. So that's where it came from. But I've never seen, Mum's idea was genius. I tell Mum every other day, I said, Mum, you're a genius. It was a genius idea. I'd never seen fabric pages stitched into a hardcover book. People do it with, oh, I've got some gold here. I might do some gold as well. I've got this already threaded. I might put that similar colour. I've seen, you know, fabric pages inserted with paper. Lots of fabric books with soft fabric covers, but we hadn't seen it, except for Mum's and the one I made myself, in a hardcover. So I think it's a really cool idea and really fun, and I hope you're enjoying it. So there you go. I'm going to end my video now. I'm going to try and finish this off today, and I'll put the finished photographs on Instagram. I'll just photograph this now with some close-ups for you for the video, so that way I can put it together and get it posted, because otherwise the video will never go up. So I hope you enjoyed that. Oops, you can't see. As usual, I'm off screen. Oh gosh, I hope I wasn't working off screen. Please don't scream at me. Anyway, got my little mark making there. It's all happening. I love the page. It's turning out how I was hoping. And I hope you enjoyed that. And next week, new prompt. So be ready for it. See you soon. Bye.